Never fear, kiddies. The Easter Lion is here. Ah, I fucked the whole intro up. Never fear, kiddies. The Easter beer is here. Love that kind. So there we are. A new J. A new beer. Just us today. Just the whiff and I. That's all you need. So for our own appetizers, we have Colby Cheene, pepperonis, and two different types of cracklers, a Ritz sty and a Triscuit sty, and Jay's deviled eggs that I make every year. So we just have a batch that fit on the plate because we ate the rest yesterday, and they look good. And because we don't have a fucking do dictating lives, I could actually put good stuff in here that tastes good, like a little bit of cayenne pepper. No, that's not the red stuff, that's paprika, but it's in there. You can taste it. It's there, and it's not overpowering, but it makes it deviled.
So what are you doing, Jay?
Oh, I'm preparing the Turbo Pascal lamb. I have the meat. This is a boneless leg of the Turbo Pascal variety, not to be confused with C minus minus. Nobody's going to get these jokes. It's really a shame. And we are making holes in the meat and stuffing them with garlic. Garlic.
Ooh.
So what we'll do is we stuff a garlic in there, and then we get a rosemary. Not to be confused, of course, with her foil, Maury Amsterdam. And stick that in. Nobody's going to get that joke either, except for like awesome people like Tallboy. And then we finish that up with a very small handful of pine nuts.
Oh. Let me see.
Pignolis or
Ooh.
some whatever. We got them at Little. They had them at Little. At fucking Little. Yeah. They did. So now I'm going to do another one here. I'll show you that again. But this time we're going to do it Italian style. So just jab that in there. And because of like the meat, the like the fat, it's you got to get a nice hole going in there. Okay, so what you do now, we're going to take a knife, you put it in there, and you make it a hole. And now you get the garlic over here from my garden. And look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. It's beautiful. He just put a piece of garlic in the fucking meat and it's beautiful. Put a little more garlic in there. And now we're going to put it into the rosemary. I grow this in my garden too. So we'll put that. Need a little more rosemary. Hey, the rosemary's in. And now we need it into the pine nuts. Put it into the pine nuts. Look at that, so beautiful. So beautiful. Nothing happened yet. But when you're Italian, my dad always told me not to grow up to be Puerto Rican. So I didn't grow up to be Puerto Rican. I'm not going to grow up to be Italian either.
Thank God. Meat.
Roche's lion meat. Jam that in there.
Meat.
When you get the key is the rosemary. Once you get that in the meat.
If you only knew how fragrant that really is.
It smells like fresh kitten boxes.
You need to invent smell-o-vision.
Yeah, Isaac 24, where's your rosemary little tree? Oh, right. All right, well, we got a nice line going there. I think we'll do one more in that line, and then I'll just keep going on the meat here and jabbing it with stuff. And we have to salt and pepper the meat. I think these were the Becko salt and pepper grinders. They are still in service, still working fantastic. You can see there's not much left in there. I've refilled them a few times. So we do use them quite a bit, and they work great.
Meat.
Lots of ferocious meat. Some people put oil on it. I never found like a real neat. What are you going to do? What's it going to do? Oh, and it's got to be olive oil. Well, corn is going to be offended. You can't just, put olive oil on everything. Oh, it helps it brown. Helps it brown? Well, don't put it in a Millennium oven and it'll brown by itself.
You need a chef hat.
Yeah, I do. I need a chef hat and a chef coat thing. Always wanted one of those. Nobody ever got me one.
Oh dear.
And the salt always comes out too fast. Don't need much. Oh, well, the oil will help the salt. You can have enough salt in your diet. It's just to make it look good for the YouTube. That's really all it is.
But is it iodized?
It is iodized, actually, because that is a necessary nutrient. That's going to do it. So what we do is have that. And then, of course, just for show, you put the entire sprig of rosemary on there and tuck that in. And now we'll go and cook that.
So Jay, why are you using the halogen oven?
Oh, well, that's because if I use the regular gas oven, Isaac 24 might smell gas all the way in Michigan, and he'll get scared that somewhere in Florida might blow up, so we have to do this electrically. So we're going to put this on 325 for something like, 40 minutes. And there we go. There is the Turbo Pascal lamb.
Let there be light with the beer in the corner.
Yes.
Neat.
See the sprig of rosemary on top, just so it looks good. Now I got to pull that out before it burns. So now we're making patates a la whiff. These are red patates. I've cubed them up. You want relatively small. You're looking more like these size, almost diced. Kind of like that. The smaller the better, because the whiff likes these when they get like really crispy in the oven and that. So you gotta cut them small. I leave the bigger pieces for me so I could actually have like a patate instead of just a crunch. But they're good both ways, so it's nice that way. So because we're doing the cooking show here, like any good cooking show, you have all your ingredients in the little bowls like that, and you just dump it in. I have to wash these. I don't know why they do that. Then again, I mean, you can see Bobby Flay fucking throw it in. He ain't washing this shit. He'll throw it over his shoulder, let it shatter. He doesn't give a shit. It's not his. But we're doing that. And I figured, as long as we're doing the garlic, I cut up some more garlic, and I figured we'll just put the garlic in.
You didn't say bam.
I didn't need to. Emerald's all washed up. He sells air fryers and pasta makers now. But yeah, I just, threw it in there. But that's not going to do. Oh, and another thing happened during the break when we were in the black there. I got a call from Chitaly, and they said, "Hey, what are you not using in olive oil? This is the only one you can get. This Italian kind. You have to use it as Italian, and fuck out of you." So we're going to use olive oil on this one.
From your garden.
From my garden. I grow it. And what we're going to do is just sort of mix this around a little bit. We have some rosemary, as you saw. And we're just going to kind of do one of these. You need like a decent amount of Earl in there, because without it, and some people use butter, and that's an option. Before my hands get Earled, we must do some salt and pepper. So there's that. Very simple ingredients. I think the garlic is going to be a nice touch. I never did that with it, but it's going to roast along with the patatas. And this is not it as far as the seasoning for this goes. There's going to be a lot of herbs and spices and stuff you get out of your spice cabinet. But that's sort of a Jay's special blend kind of thing. So I can't show you that. What I can show you is we're just going to get in here, with your hands, because they are the best tools you have. And we're just going to mix this around. And you'll know just by feeling it. This is called playing with your food. Okay. You'll know just by feeling it if they're Earled enough or if they need more. And you might also find little bits of patat you have to break up that didn't quite cut through with the knife. You know how that goes. See, like this one I missed. So we have to just break it. There. Wouldn't want that, So this looks pretty good. I think it's going to need, we'll say a tablespoon more of olive oil. You know how that goes. Another half a bottle's worth. But I think that's pretty good right there. That looks good. I'm going to add my herbs and spices, and that will complete the potatoes a la whiff.
Wow, the lamb smells so good. I don't know if you can see it sizzling, but it smells so good. What you doing, Jay?
I'm washing these little fucking bowls. What do you think I'm doing?
The custard cups?
Yeah.
Why don't you throw it over your shoulder like they do at the real place?
Because then I gotta buy more. And I can't even find this sty anymore.
We gotta look at the potatoes. Here's the special blend of herbs and spices on there. Yummy, with the fresh rosemary. Yummy.
Alexa, turn on the salt lamps.
Okay.
Yeah, I got salt lamps, but I also have a salt lamp nightlight. That is just awesome. It has a little candelabra base, tiny, nightlight bulb in there, and Himalayan salt crystals. Hopefully it'll focus on them. Some are different color. It glows brighter, but they all vary throughout. The meat is roasting nicely. I flipped this before because it had achieved the time, and it's got to go for a while. So I put it on for another 40 minutes, but I'm only cooking at 325, so this can take a lot longer than 40 and another 40 minutes. That's for sure. Because I already stuck a thermometer in his axe, and nope, not even close. Ooh, the patates a la whiff are actually looking good. I'm going to finish those under the broiler when it's time, but we've now added a new item to the menu, which is creamed spikernicus. So that is busy cooking. This is the Seabrook brand, because that is the only brand of creamed spikernicus. Otherwise, you're just eating green slop. The halogen oven died because because it cooked just fine, actually. The meat is resting. Why does it look bloody? I don't know. It just does. I'm not even worried about it. I cooked it for 40 minutes. I flipped it. I cooked it for another 40 minutes. I flipped it. I cooked it for another 30. And it read 142 degrees. And then it gets another 5 degrees after you tint it. So I tinted it, and I'll deal with it. I don't like overcooking meat. It is time to carve the meat. I have my $1,000 knives, a big fork, and everybody always goes like this, and they stick the fork in and they start carving the meat, and then they mark up their fork because it's bent. That's why when you fork the meat, do it backwards. Yeah, you might look weird, but that way you won't run into trouble. So let's do that, and we will slice the nice meat. Look at that. Right there. The meat slicing ceremony.
Dee.
The meat slicing ceremony. The ferocious meat slicing ceremony. Yes. Oh, the ferocious meat. There's a mollusk. Oh, the little mollusk wants meat.
Circling around.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? That cooked really damn well.
The meat.
Yeah, but I'm a fan twerp, and that would have never cooked that well in a gas oven. It would have taken at least 7 times longer, and the house would have filled up with carbon monoxide, and I would have died. Okay, well, meanwhile, I got meat, so you can worry about that. See? See what I did? I just cut on the other side of the fork. And did you hear that grind? Grind? That's cutting into the fork. That's why you don't do that. Another meat slicing ceremony. Move the fork. See how nice? It doesn't slice the fork. That, and one more. And look, it is so beautiful that it'll fucking you. Meat. Here's the finished Spikernicus. You just snip open the bag and put it into a bowl. These are patates a la whiff. Just got that crispity crunch to them. That ooey gooey patat center. Oh yeah, they look pretty damn good. So does it suck?
It sucks.
Awesome. Love that kind. Yeah.
The spinach sucks too.
I figured. What about the patates? Do they suck?
Let me try it. Sucks.
Figured. Yes? Want some snacks? Where's your brother? Oh, I see. We also had mint jealous with it, and I must say, that really, really set the Turbo Pascal lamb off and made it not suck so bad. So that was pretty good. And for dessert, we have Scotcheroos, courtesy of Dynatrack. The recipe, he recently had a video of this, and I followed his recipe and made it, and we're going to try them for the first time. And to go along with that, fruit slices from the original manufacturer of them. A huge box. Okay, first time trying the Scotcheroos. I've had Rice Krispie treats. I've never had these.
Does it taste peanut buttery?
It does. I'm not huge on the chocolate, but otherwise it's quite good. Yeah, that could definitely work. A little heavy on the chocolate for me, but other than that, they're very good. Definitely different texture. But I definitely do like them. And probably work better in Down and Track's Magic Chef microwave without the turntable kind. But this did just fine. Quite good. Quite good. Yeah, so that was Ooster of 2021. No doo-to-doo, no bullshit, nothing. We just did our own thing. And somehow everything sucked. Don't know how. Sometimes it just works out that way. Anyway, I hope you have a happy Ooster. And that'll do it. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.